Hey, thank you for commenting. I want it all. And thank you so much for not settling and for wanting it all. So these are the other three things that I do to make sure that I set up myself to win. One thing, I stopped wanting to be perfect. I learned this from Marie Forleo a couple of years ago. Progress, not perfection. And it has become one of my mantras that I think about very often, almost on a daily basis. So these days, I focus on getting it done instead of making it perfect, because otherwise I'm never getting anything done. And that is more about my business, because that I'm more critical about. When it comes to home and different things, then I tend to find an end to things or wrap up things. But when it comes to business, then I want to be perfect, because you're on social media and people are watching you and there's some kind of a competition. So before I used to procrastinate because I was focusing on perfection. And now I think, okay, is this good? 80%, let's go. I can always perfect it later. And I can always, when I learn something new, I can always make it better. So progress, not perfection. The other thing I do is a few years ago, I learned about human design, and I learned that I am a projector. And that means that for me, first I have to wait for invitations. So like I have to feel something before I say yes. And the other thing that's very important, since I ride these emotional waves, it's important for me to build in there a little bit of time. So before, for example, to give a concrete example, before I always used to say yes to things when someone asked me, and I felt the excitement, and then I said yes before I could even think about it. And that got me into trouble all the time, because I only have 24 hours in a day, and there's only so much I can do in a week or in a month or in a year. And so it's not like I was saying yes to things that I didn't want to do, but I was overcommitting to things that I enjoyed. And so when I learned about human design, I learned that for me, the strategies is just to wait and to really feel. For me also, the other thing is that I'm really open. None of my centers are filled in. So that means that I kind of like go with the wind, and a lot of things make me excited. So human design helped me to understand a lot how I function and how I can create strategies that set me up, to win instead of to lose, and that fit me and not the others. So human design is something you can look up, your profile for free, and it gives me so many insights in the kind of human I am and the way I can set up my life. So I definitely suggest for you to go check that out. And the last one was... oh God, how did I word it in my head? Oh yeah, it's about like being a woman. And just let me gather my thoughts. It's still early in the morning. Like accepting that what I do is enough. So my journey as a woman, as a mother, I realized a couple of years ago also that I was not valuing almost anything that I was doing because I wasn't getting paid for it. So like staying at home, taking care of the family, taking care of the kids, doing all the chores. And for me, those were all things that should have gotten done. And then on top of that, I had to do other things that made me money, because all those other things were not worth it. And then, I realized, if I had to pay someone to do all this stuff, like how much money would it cost me? Think about all the money that I am saving, that we're saving as a family, when the kid doesn't go to a babysitter, when I don't ask someone to iron my clothes, someone to clean my house, or someone to do my grocery. It's all things that cost money. If I had that up, that is a lot of fucking work, I'm doing. And we do it together. We have a partnership, and there's seasons where I do more and my partner does more. But putting value on all those things that I do, and putting value on being a woman, or staying at home a little bit more than maybe I would like to right now, because it's just how it is. It's just the season where I'm at. And really looking at the household as I'm running a small business, like all the things you have to do, all the planning you have to do, all the balls you have to keep in the air, all the people you keep happy. And at the end of the day, really being satisfied with those things, even though they didn't make me any money and they're not increase the bank account, but think of all the value that I'm adding to the family, and the value that I'm giving, the value that I'm creating. yeah, so these are the other three things that I do to make sure that I can have it all without burning out and without giving up on my dreams and on all the things that I want. Let me know if this was helpful. Let me know if you find yourself in some of these tips. Let me know if something is new for you, and let's keep this conversation going. Bye.